Back in 1701, long before this land became a nation, Cadillac planted the colors of France on Detroit's shore. And thus began a rich and inspiring history which has brought Detroit to its finest hour.
Detroit State of Mind is on the air. Bringing you the sounds of Detroit's underground, straight to your ear hole. Rock, punk, and metal. If it's Detroit, you'll hear it here. Unless you're a dick. And now, your overlords, Rich and Dave.
Georgia's on my mind. I'm stuck here in this Detroit state of mind. Wanna have it always eating God, give it for throttle. Wanna have it always eating God, give it for throttle. When bam, Benjamin, I'm living in a garbage can. Gotta get up before it's too late. Double cross there, closing the gate. Wanna have it always eating God, give it for throttle. Wanna have it always eating God, give it for throttle. Speeding cars in a nighttime scene. Think you're running out tangent deep. Am I dreaming or is it so? Doesn't matter where the girl says go. Wanna have it always eating God, give it for throttle. Wanna have it always eating God, give it for throttle. Someone said, didn't care, jump in bed. He didn't lust, he didn't care. You get your kicks and then you get. I just wanna have it all, you gotta give it for throttle. Wanna have it all, you gotta give it for fight. Oh! And I'm living to be free. And I'm living.
Welcome, everybody, to Detroit State of Mind podcast.
Episode 10.
Episode 10, you're right. Hydrogen Jukebox.
Hey, everybody.
We do a thing where we go around the table, you say who you are and what you do in the band, and we go from there.
Hi, I'm Tony. I sing the songs.
Make the whole world sing.
Yeah. I'm Lance. I am the bass player.
On text, and I do as little as possible.
I got super quiet there for a moment.
I'm Sean, I'm the drummer.
Hi, Sean.
And who's the lovely lady over here not on camera?
This is my girlfriend Keelan, she's a teacher at UPrep High School.
They can't
Woo, 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 woo.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Yeah, she's the fan.
Podcast land.
So where did you guys come up with the name Hydrogen Jukebox?
It was a long process, but we actually stole the name from a poem by Allen Ginsberg, Howl. The crack of dawn on the hydrogen jukebox is the line.
The crack of doom. On the
Crack of doom, thank
Is
you.
it the crack of doom?
Yes.
Even better.
So what exactly does it mean, though?
Well,
Hydrogen.
It's Ginsberg.
Water,
Jukebox.
like water,
You want it to
jukebox,
be-
watery jukebox, watery music.
no, I mean, I think it's probably,
It's a very arty name.
yeah.
You know,
Like-
something that in a party, or if you're visiting Manhattan, you can say it's Ginsberg.
It's like Hydrogen Bomb, but jukebox.
Your
Right.
IQ.
Right. It's,
Actually,
Yeah,
sounds a
I
lot
put
nicer when we
those,
say jukebox with it. Hydrogen Bomb has
ridiculously.
bad annotations.
yeah, but it's the power behind the jukebox, right?
Right.
The energy.
So you guys have obviously crazy influences. You guys sound like punk, jazz, fusion, like all these kinds of things. Like, what are your guys' influences musically?
Well, you want to go first?
Well, we've been around for a while in different bands, and we've picked up different things along the way. So, when I advertised in Craigslist for the band, I listed some of my influences, and I put down Velvets, Stooges, Beefheart, Contortion, Black
Beefheart.
Flag. So it's all around. I grew up listening to Beatles, and just got into punk after that. And
Get a stroke, get a hit on that.
Sorry, go ahead,
Zappa
Ben.
going off.
I started off on Brit Invasion, then got into punk and hardcore and garage and a little blues, and heard some bebop and put it all together, and these guys helped me do it.
You can definitely hear all those influences in the music for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan now.
What about you, Lance?
Yeah, well, I would say for me a lot of, I like a lot of the bands that Tony just mentioned as well, but and I would especially center on the Beatles, because I feel like that's a lot of like when I try to write music or when I play the bass, I feel like like Paul McCartney's in the back of my head or something like that. But I also like a lot of avant-garde stuff, and I also like some like more of the like 80s and 90s indie music as well, and so Pixies and bands like that.
I love the Pixies.
Definitely influenced me too. But as a bass player, I don't know. Like I feel like I get a lot of things from a lot of places, and I love as a bass player, I love James Jamerson or some of the soul and funk bass players.
Victor
too.
Wooten.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
You definitely have a lot of soul when you're playing the bass, man. Like, especially with the fretless, it just sounds freaking kick ass with the drums.
It's
man.
the first
And
time
that
I've seen
rhythm
a band in
section's
Detroit
tight.
with a fretless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very good.
so that's unique.
How about you, Tex?
I like the band. So.
Oh, okay.
I joined.
No. Your musical influences, though.
Oh,
Like,
that.
yeah. So you tolerate these guys? You hang around and play with them?
We're his
I don't know.
Yeah. Sean is my influence.
He ran an ad that said that it was a flipper style band, and so I got back.
Flipper, is that like tassels and
No, flipper.
fans? Oh,
Band
okay.
Flipper.
Dude.
And I thought, yeah, this is cool, and joined. But with Tony, he came over and auditioned me, and I failed the audition.
He's
'cause
like,
I was
nah.
playing drums.
Oh, you were playing drums?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a very good drummer, but I was playing drums, and he was going to not hire me, so.
Well, I play guitar too, or something.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said, I know how to play guitar too, and so I picked up the guitar and played a couple of things, and he seemed to like it, so I've been around ever since, just making noise.
You have a very 90s garage Detroit sound about your playing and your tone.
Yes, absolutely.
Man, I totally dig it, man. I could see you playing at like the Gold Dollar in '91 or some crap with some band from Wave State.
Have you
or something
played
like
there?
that?
Nice.
Well, I think I did. Maybe I did. Maybe they told me I wasn't allowed in the door or something.
I got kicked out of there.
I know I played at the Red Door and
Is that the After Hours a joint?
with Country Bob and the Blood Farmers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I got some Blood Farmers on vinyl.
That's good stuff.
I was Country Bob.
Were you really?
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
No.
Oh, I wish
Can I
my
have your
cousin
autograph?
Kenny was here. He'd be like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I got a couple of influences of, just stuff. What's your influence?
Me?
Yeah, I mean, what's your
My influence is me.
My
No, I'm
guitar.
kidding.
My
I
guitar.
mean, I like French music.
I'm a Sabbath.
Lately.
I'm a Sabbath born and bred guy.
I mean, I'm
Zappa.
getting into it
Yeah.
with And I like polka a lot.
I can't stand polka.
Some of it's really good.
I don't know
man.
why. I just can't.
Some
I
of
can't
it's
get
really
into
good.
Well, I like Papa.
Wait, the Oak Ridge Boys?
Yeah.
Oom, papa,
I
mau,
don't know
mau.
about them, but I like Horst Jungerston and
Not familiar.
Janov Chopolowski and his polka Madmen.
You could be just making up names right now. I would not even know.
Yeah, I'm everything from Jim Croce to Cannibal Corpse guy. If it's music, it's good. It's good. You know.
Well, I like Cat Stevens.
Oh, he's one of my heroes.
Yeah, he's good. What about you, Sean?
Well, I can definitely tell I'm the youngest in the group. But you know, I got a lot.
You need to lean into that mic.
So,
Don't be shy.
So, I mean, I grew up playing gospel music. I'm a piano player. I started on guitar, but I think
Multi-instrumentalist.
yeah, I think probably my biggest influence would be Max Roach.
Okay.
Bebop jazz, because that's kind of how I got into drums, learning jazz, and I'm a classical musician as well. So I kind of tie that into the rock music we do. But yeah, Max Roach, Neo Soul. I listen to a lot of Yusef Days, Alpha Mist.
Nice.
A lot of influences. Motown. Stevie Wonder is definitely like.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Come on.
you can't beat Stevie Wonder.
No.
Knows what I was saying.
He'd never see it coming. Oh, that's terrible. What do we got here? What is the favorite venue that you guys have played, and or if you haven't played, you'd like to play?
Are you talking about with this band or with
Any band.
Yeah.
Any
Oh,
band.
okay.
Since birth.
Since girth.
Well, I've got to say that one of the highlights that of playing in bands over the
They
years.
cut out.
Yeah, we cut out a little bit,
Yeah.
but I'd say one of the bands I played in back in the kind of late '90s, early 2000s, got to play at CBGB's in New York, and
lucky.
that was a great experience. You know, and we were there. You know, it wasn't like a prime spot. We were there on like a Sunday night in a showcase kind of thing, and it was great though to be in that classic place and to play a set there. Are you picking up?
Yeah, it's recording.
Yeah, it's recording for some reason. We had a little technical difficulty with these
This
things.
is the one that was broke.
I can hear you, and you know.
Yeah, you
yes,
technically you don't need the headphones.
Yeah,
Take it on
really
you.
don't need
Let me
it.
see this.
It's just for the camera.
Well, you know. Look, I see everybody. I'm a trendsetter. It just in me. I
Right.
take the phones off everybody, guys,
Right.
of course,
Oh, they can stay.
except Sean.
His arm's broke too.
Depression.
Poor guy.
I mean,
There we my hair. Now we're all on the same page.
Fluff it back up.
What about you, Tony?
If I had to pick any place to play, you ever see this the tape of the Cramps playing at the California State Mental
Absolutely.
Hospital? That's the gig I would like to do.
I'm not hip
You know,
to that.
They were
Is that the one where he's running around with the mic in his mouth? Oh.
Yeah, so I mean, everybody in there is, in the mental hospital, and they have them in to entertain, and they're totally into it. Everybody's bopping around, and they're,
This
out
is
there with the
a
audience.
live show, or
Yeah,
is
this
this like
is a real thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and they, they videotaped it. You can check it out on YouTube. It's great.
That's
I
better
thought,
than
man,
Cash
this-
playing a prison, man.
Yeah, it's the same sort of thing. Same sort of thing, except they got the mental hospital gigs. I don't know how you book that, but
I think you just
Yeah,
show
right.
up and start playing.
I guess you'd have to be the Cramps to play just. Yeah, I love the Cramps. They're great.
What about you, Tex? Favorite venue to play that you've played or that you would love to play?
That I have played or would love.
Either
to
one.
play. Well, I don't care where I play. I mean, I like house.
How's
parties.
St. Clair Shores? You like St. Clair playing St. Clair
that's
Shores?
cute.
I don't know. I played a lot of places.
You don't have one that really kind of just stood out?
Oh yeah.
This basement isn't the highlight of your career?
When we warmed up Ozzy Osbourne on his first tour, I was in a band called RUR, and we played with Motorhead and Ozzy, and both us and Motorhead had a pretty hard time with that night.
That's pretty impressive. That's pretty cool, though, man.
Well, it was cool. I mean, there was a lot of.
Were they trying to boo you off the stage?
Well, yeah, of course.
Ozzy,
What do you want? You want
people foaming and shit.
So, what kind of music were you playing in that band? Was it like rock metal type shit? Like, did it blend with Ozzy and Motorhead?
Probably, I think what we were doing with RUR is sort of like what we're doing here with Hydrogen Jukebox. More of a, a lot of different influences and a lot of things. It totally did not fit.
People weren't having it, huh?
And yeah, those 16-year-old Ozzy Osbourne fans were just.
They can be brutal, man.
Listening, to anything other than Ozzy. They hit Lemmy in the face with a bottle or something.
So that's what happened.
Yeah.
Is that where the wart came from?
Yeah.
Immediately doink, there it was.
Everybody was treated terrible that night except Ozzy. And
Did you guys get
best
paid?
Part of it was that the house gave us, I think it was like 2 lights, like a yellow one and a white one. and they stuck us in front of the monitors on the stage, so we had no monitors.
Where was this at?
Masonic.
Oh, okay.
On Ozzy's first tour. And we just played there before with the B-52s and got treated like royal. I mean, we had the whole...
Damn, you went for the B-52s
it was
too?
great, but with Ozzy, it wasn't very good.
That's a bummer.
No, it was great. I had...
Yeah, right.
Oh, never mind.
That's an experience and a half.
I did not like the crowd either. It's like, I don't have to like them if they don't like me. So...
Valid.
We caused some trouble.
I'd have got naked.
A lot of trouble.
Take that.
Here's my wiener. You hate the music, you really hate my wiener.
But I don't know. As far as playing, one place is as good as the other, I suppose, if you think about it. Played big places, small places, house parties, like I said. I think I like house parties.
Yeah, I like it up tight. It's cool. Personal.
Yeah, or like places that you make yourself. Like I like the Red Door. And even
I don't even know what that
Cobb's
is.
Corner and the Gold Dollar and places like that.
Yeah.
Little places where you're real close to the audience and it sucks. Yeah, and it's a dump. And it's
smells, shitty beer.
Yeah, those are the best.
It smells like piss. This is a good place to play.
One light.
Yeah. One dangly light bulb.
Yeah. It flickers on and off.
Yeah, but those are good shows. Because the people that show up to those places,
They actually care
go
about the
there
music,
because
man.
They know what it is, and
Yep.
they're going there with a mission. Where if you play at the Token Lounge or other places around town, just doesn't really turn my bulb to where it goes on.
We played the Token a couple times. It was all right.
Yeah, I played there with Nuke and then with the Blood Farmers and stuff, a few other bands. It's all right. I like the Token when there's people there.
Yeah. I used to like playing Paychecks back in the day when people actually showed up.
When I was in RUR, we were one of the bands that opened up Paychecks. I've known Paycheck for years and years and years.
Have you been there since it's been the Sanctuary now?
Fuck no. Oh, yeah, I think I have a couple of times.
They're actually getting good bands in there now.
That's before the pandemic, so...
Yeah.
At this point now, I don't know. Like I said, I really like house parties. This is a hint.
Well, welcome to the house
people
party
in,
today, sir.
Yeah, whoop, whoop.
The tens of people that will be watching this podcast can think about.
We have 41 subscribers, dude. Okay.
Listen, I said, okay, we got the 40s. That's a step up.
We get 5 more with each band, though.
He put an S on tens. It was more than 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if there are enough tens, you get there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys coming in. We really do.
Let's play a house party, folks. Get a house party together out there, and we're in.
Yeah.
Big house. We've got to be a big fucking house.
You guys ain't doing nothing the 4th of July. We throw a monster bash at Algonac.
You gotta
3-day
have
party.
where you
Band,
go
all you
in
can eat and
you got
drink.
the band.
It's a riot.
Like Rico Africa used to throw these
You like
big
mosquitoes.
house parties with 200 people would show up, and you go to the band be playing over here, and then you go back and it's the communist room. It was like there was all kinds of stuff going. All radicals. It was really cool. You'd have loved it. Yeah, you'd have been all over it. You'd have been all over it.
It's out there, but it's
Sean, favorite venue?
DSO.
All right.
Oh.
Or a fucking jazz fest. Something.
Oh, that's freaking cool, dude.
Yeah.
Well, what about the Detroit Opera House? That's a nice gig.
Oh shit. The one Aretha Franklin.
The new one, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Detroit
You
Opera
played there?
House. That'd be a
Oh
big
no, I haven't
gig,
played there.
man.
I played at the
Nice
DSO and I think one time way back the Jazz Fest.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like bigger crowds, big space.
Yeah.
Sonic would be another one.
Yeah, Jazz Fest was at Hart Plaza, right?
Yeah.
If I remember. Yeah, because I used to work for an advertising company. We made all the posters for those things, and they give us free tickets every year. It was always a blast, dude. You hear some
Always.
crazy eclectic music.
yeah.
It was wild.
Kenny Garrett every year.
Yeah.
They had Herbie this year.
Herbie Hancock?
Yeah.
He's a freaking legend, man.
Fucking imagine him and fucking what's fucking.
Isn't he? He's like 80 years old now. Like he was playing in his 60s.
Yeah,
man.
he goes way.
I didn't know
back.
I didn't know he was that old.
I think Herbie was in Sliding the Family Stone, right?
I don't think so.
Didn't they jam together?
They may have jammed together, yeah, but I don't think he was ever in the
with
band.
Miles
No?
Davis
I'm wrong on that. He was with
Davis
somebody
from
famous
Tech
back in the day.
Yeah, Miles-
50s
yeah,
when he
with
first
Miles.
started.
Was it Miles?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
My
and,
bad.
Yeah, but he he's one of those guys that just keeps on going. Like, I mean, I think it's always really great
No,
to
Herbie's
see.
a genius.
Yeah,
I
to
mean,
see
Yeah.
great musicians who just keep on going.
Yeah.
And
At some point,
there's no expiration date on your creativity, right? Like you just gotta
Absolutely
keep going,
not.
keep playing, keep coming up with new.
Some people fall off and never do anything again,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
some guys just keep going and going and going.
Did you know Rick James and Neil Young were in a band together?
I did know that. Yeah.
Not many people know that. I've never heard any recordings of it. That's such a radical, so different of two folks, man. Like how they got
James is
together.
a good writer. He wrote a lot of songs.
Yeah.
Neil Young did an album
Behind
with
the
Devo
scenes, A lot
too.
of people don't know a lot about Rick James. He was brilliant. The guy.
They do
was
Neil Young
great.
songs Devo style.
I know
and
Dave
then
Chappelle doesn't
Devo
like his
songs
couch.
Neil Young style. It's a real thing.
Wow.
They made a movie. There's a whole movie.
Wow.
You ever see the Devo with the baby in the toaster?
Yeah.
That comes from that movie.
I mean,
Yeah.
Robert Benson came from Rick James.
So Tex has already answered this question, I guess. What was the favorite band that you've played with, whether it be a local band, a national band?
Hey, let's start with Sean this time. Let's go. back
Please,
this way.
please do.
Oh shit. Honestly, this is like the best like band that I've been in.
Stop sucking it up.
I mean, I've been in some jazz combos. I've been in some like different orchestras, different.
He means a
rock-
band.
No,
that
I'm not saying the band you've been in. I'm saying a band that you've played with.
done
Yeah.
a show with.
Oh.
Or you mean supported?
Yeah.
Supporter
And
they
or
open
headline,
for you,
whatever.
or-
Just they're cool guys or they're assholes. Like whatever.
What was that? What was the? Shit, I don't know. I don't remember honestly. I'm the newest addition, so like I haven't played. I played like maybe like 4 shows.
Oh, okay.
I think,
Fair
so
enough.
far.
just in your life in general. I mean,
In my life in general, shit, I forgot a lot of.
played some good artists or not.
Yeah.
What about you, Tex? Probably got 100 of them, huh?
Probably Motorhead, because on the Ozzy show, I broke 2 strings on, believe it or not, on the first song.
Oh,
No shit.
depressing.
And the crowd was hostile.
Did you have a backup guitar or
I
no?
played 1 string Sam for the whole song. And then Fast Eddie was over by the side of the stage watching
Fast
us.
Eddie
And
Clark,
he liked
rest in
our
peace.
man from Motorhead, the guitar player. And he liked what we were doing. And it was like a blaze. I mean, like, he saw what was going
Yeah.
on with the strings. And before I was, like, right when the song was over, he had already put his badass SG, and I replaced mine, because our roadie had forgot the spare guitar, and he's watching the whole day. It's such a pro, you know, he's just watching
yeah.
the whole thing. And ran over and gave me his guitar, and he ran over to the side of the stage and restrung my guitar. But before he brought
That's
my
cool as
guitar
shit.
back,
Yeah,
he
that's
came
amazing.
back out with his Mustang and had me play his Mustang. I didn't even want to give that one back. He's come back.
Like, oh, no, I don't want it.
No,
Yeah.
I never played a real big boy, you know, professionally set up, you know, super like stage touring ready big boy guitar like that, and I didn't want. No, you can't have it.
Can I have it back? Can I keep it, please?
Oh yeah, I felt like crying when he gave me back my old beater.
Here's a piece of shit, dude.
Beater, man.
That's great.
Yeah.
And if you believe the rumors about Fast Eddie, he was probably hyper aware.
No, he was great. I played with B-52s were great. I played with a lot of great bands. You know, the Damned. I played at Bookies with them on their first tour and their second tour and their third tour.
And their last tour.
And they were, after that, once they started, you know, getting bigger and bigger and bigger, everybody else, you know, got
Yeah.
the shows. But back in the early days, I was in one of the headline bands at Bookies, so everybody was fighting, you know, for different bands, you know, that were coming through to support. And we managed to pull some good ones. You know, everybody got some good ones, but we got some real good ones.
I think the best show I ever played, or the most notable national, was Wesley Willis, and I was terrified to get headbutted by that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Thank God he did not.
Yeah,
What about you, Lance?
I think I'm gonna take this in a slightly different direction.
Go for it.
Not a band that I actually opened for or played with, but a band that I hung out with randomly. So I had a friend who used to work in DC and was doing this big event in DC that had a bunch of like big name bands, and she needed some extra people to kind of help out as volunteers. And she said, I was living in Philly at the time. She said, if you come down, you can go to a bunch of these parties, come to see a bunch of these bands play.
If you pull a Fugazi or a fucking Minor Threat thing out of this,
although I have seen those bands.
Yeah.
But so I was hanging out, and she said, well, I need someone to go up and be like the band, the person who's in charge of the band. So if they want anything, you call down on the radio, right? And so I go up there, and the lineup, it was the Midnight Movers, who were Wilson Pickett's backup band, Buckwheat Zydeco, and Little Feat were the three bands playing at this party. And it was it was sort of like a high roller, politically connected people kind of party. And my friend was organizing it though, and so I'm hanging out there, and the guys from Buckwheat Zydeco are in the dressing room, and I'm sort of I don't want to get in their space. I'm hanging out on the outside, and the guy comes out, and he's like, hey, we need to do us a favor. We need a bottle of Jack Daniels. And I was like, okay, let me see what I can do. Get on the radio, call downstairs. Can you send up a bottle of Jack for Buckwheat Zydeco? Someone brought it upstairs. They give it to me, and so I got these guys the bottle they were looking for, and they were like, "Oh, you're drinking it with us," and I was like, "Okay, that's great."
Yeah.
And so I managed to.
Don't twist my arm.
So
were they all cool dudes?
They were all really cool, and this was like maybe in January, and so they're like, "Hey, anytime you're in New Orleans, they're like, go to the House of Blues, tell them your name is this," and they gave me the name of their manager. They're like, "Tell them you know this guy, and they'll let you in." And so they gave me like the secret handshake to get into the House of Blues.
Did you actually do it?
I never managed to do it. No, I was down there the next year, and
I'd have went the next friggin' weekend. I'm out.
Yeah, right. But
it would have been funny if they were
those
like,
guys were great and like very generous of them to share their bottle of Jack with a random guy who was standing outside their door. So
it would have been funny if they were messing with you and you actually go to the House of Blues. They're like, oh yeah, all these assholes do this shit, man. They were messing with you, man.
Right. I'm sure they were, but
I doubt they were.
But they were great though. Great band.
Tony, go.
I don't know. Just in terms of bands that I've hung out with, there is the jam band Fish. So I've hung out with them a lot. Heard them play because my sister, her ex-husband is a member of the band.
Really?
So she is like, we go.
Are you actually a Fish fan though?
It's funny. I admit I'm not a big fan, and the thing is that my father became a big Fish fan, like a real Fish head. He knew all the songs, all the lyrics, and the thing that got me about this was it's like all my life I was trying to turn him on to rock and roll. I'd say, Dad, I gotta listen to this, listen to that. It's like, no, he's just like into classical music. I couldn't do anything at all. And then
here comes
my
Fish.
sister, marries into the band, so it's like, okay, I'll get into it. I go, but Dad, you know what? But no, he gets into it, and he and my mom go to all the shows, and they get the backstage passes. I did too, I used to hang out in Madison Square Garden. I didn't get the ultimate pass to get to the core, Sanctum Sanctorium.
Yeah.
But I got the fourth stage in, so I could, hang out there, and that was pretty cool. They're all nice guys, very musically talented, obviously.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Also, great musical knowledge. You could talk to these guys about Humble Pie, and they'd these are my favorite Humble Pie songs and stuff like that. They really knew their stuff.
Yeah.
I like humble pie.
I like pie.
Pie?
I like pie. We're gonna take a break.
Hi, this is Screaming Scott from 101 WRF. Well, in this crazy, pretty much fucked up world, it's good to know that when I want a little bit of sanity and some crazy, crazy talk, I could tune into the Detroit State of Mind podcast. And I feel, I feel like I'm high. It's awesome.
Just told me to
Back with Hydrogen Jukebox.
Yes.
So you guys are all local, around Detroit area? Or any of you live way out on the outskirts?
You
or?
sound like you're from New York, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's I mean, I live in downtown Detroit these days, but yeah, I'm from New York City, the suburbs.
Can definitely tell. You definitely have the accent going on.
I got
Doit Street.
Yeah, I got friends in Boston. You're spitting image of our friend Al. I sent a picture to my buddy Bill. He's like, "Oh my God, man, it looks just like Al."
Man, good-looking guy, huh?
He must be. Very handsome fella.
Talented guy.
Olive, come here.
He's been in some good bands.
Yeah, I live in Detroit, also, but
In the city of Detroit,
in
or?
the city, yeah. But I'm originally from suburbs of Philly.
Philly, huh?
Yeah.
So how'd you migrate to Detroit then?
Well, I got a job here, and about 15 years ago, and moved here for the job, and have been here since. And Tony and I started playing in bands together maybe a year or two after I moved here, and so we've been in a couple of different musical projects, and then and really lucky to have found these guys, because it really, I think what we're doing now is just
You guys got
great.
something.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So you all found each other on Craigslist, or?
We knew each other from...
Yeah, we're co-workers, and we go back. We've had like 3 or 4 bands together, Lance and I.
You ever been fired from a band?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Was it your own band?
It was like back in college, and I got fired, and I still have scars from it.
Do you know why you were fired, or like?
They told me, I don't know, that I couldn't sing. I don't know what the real reason
Who
was.
are they, man?
Cats seek me out.
Yeah. I've
Which
never,
one?
Never been
Is
fired
there-
from a band.
Uh,
but I have
Is there another one down here?
The one with the goofy tail.
Oh yeah, no, she's cool. The other one's an asshole, dude. She'll fucking claw your face off.
No.
Yeah, she's
I tried
pretty,
locking him up upstairs.
She's pretty evil. She was already down here.
Yeah, she's a little lover, man. You'll be fine.
Olive.
Yeah.
Olive.
Yeah.
So where, do you live in the city?
No, I don't live in the city.
No.
Do you live in Michigan?
Burbs.
I live in downriver.
I used to work at BASF down there, like Wyandotte.
I live in Allen Park.
I think that's close to Allen Park, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm from Marine City, Algonac, so
Yeah.
yeah. Huh?
I'm from the west side of Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I like it up where I'm at. It's beautiful.
Where are you at?
Algonac, Marine City.
Oh, yeah. Still
Take 94 till it ends or something.
About a half hour south of Port Huron. Right on the big river.
So what got you guys into music? Like, have you been playing your whole lives since birth? You just started last week? Like what?
Well, I was playing in college. I was singing there, and then I took, you might say, a hiatus of 20, 30 years or something like that.
A short stint,
life got in the way for
Had to
a
get my
minute.
shit together.
Yeah, that's right. I need a little break from the scene and all that. So,
That first 6 months was too heavy, man. I had to kick the junk and.
So then, as I say, Lance and I, we ran into each other, at work, and I said, hey, man, want to come over and jam? By this point in time, I sort of had picked up a guitar or something, and Lance very kindly humored me when I was trying to play guitar.
Do you still play guitar or no? Actually, were you any good at guitar?
I know, 3, maybe 4 chords.
That's all you need, dude.
You're a rock star.
You're in a band. That's it.
That's the way to
That's
go.
one more than you need, right? So I'm good.
Yeah, no, I played music when I was a kid. Like, I started playing piano when I was maybe like 6 or 7 years old, just kind of like figuring out songs with one finger.
Hunt and peck.
Yeah, and then later on I took some lessons and was in the band in middle school and high school, played clarinet and bass clarinet. But I didn't really pick up guitar or bass until I went to college, and then there I ended up getting kind of pulled into a band with a couple of my friends, and was just sort of learning basic guitar at that point. And we had 3 guitar players in our band, and so we're like, one of us should play bass.
And no bass player?
No bass player, right? And so I was like, well, let me try. I borrowed a bass from a friend of mine, and as soon as I started playing bass, I was like, yeah, this is
it, right?
This is what I should
It just
do.
felt right?
Yeah, it felt right, and I've been a bass player ever since. So yeah.
Sweet.
Were you lessons, self-taught?
You're looking at me.
It's your turn to talk there, talking head.
What am I supposed to say now?
How long you been
What
playing?
is this part of the? Is this the text department?
This is the Q and you're the A.
Oh. I don't know. I just didn't have nothing else to do, so.
Right.
You know, I kinda-
No lessons or all self-taught?
Myself?
Yeah.
Um.
Do you have lessons when you were a kid, or?
No, I had music in school.
Yeah.
And I can read and write, arithmetic. I got 5th grade education. I think that I'm able to move through society pretty well. So I think I'm.
Well, you ended up in a great band, so there's that.
Don't feel too bad about that.
Sounds like he's been in a bunch of great bands.
Thank you.
I like the Blood Farmers.
Yeah. I had no idea he was in that band.
Neither did I. And I'm
We're in like, this is
Semi-fan.
like royalty here. Detroit royalty.
I got out of jail, and I didn't like my mentor Charlie. I thought maybe I was looking for something, and so I hitchhiked up to Michigan from Texas, and got into the rock and roll business, and I've been there ever since.
nice.
That sounds like a movie.
That's a story.
Yeah, you need to write that shit
I
down.
lost all my money in a poker game the night before. I was coming up here to visit friends, and I lost
Have you written
all-
a song about this?
No, it's true. Yeah, it's really true. The way I ended up here, I lived in Dallas, and I had a lot of hoodlum friends, and I got a poker game the night before I was supposed to come up here to visit some friends, and I lost all my money. I got cheated by a friend of mine. Him and his mother were in cahoots, and they were cheating everybody.
Somebody's mom ripped you off.
She was horrible. She was.
Please tell me she was missing a hand. That'd make it so
No, I
perfect.
didn't know it. This guy, he was the worst person that ever lived, and his mother was worse. And they cheated me out of all my money. So I had $9.
This is the
And you actually made it
Isn't
up
this
here?
the grifters?
No, I got some sandwiches, and my backpack. I hitchhiked up here, and it took 24 hours, and I ate the sandwiches, and I didn't stop. I just blasted right through, and met up with a bunch of people, and ended up getting a job that paid pretty good, and so I just ended up staying and started
right.
playing in bands, and just never went back to Texas again.
Did you ever think about going back and finding that old lady and her son?
No, I don't want to go back
Vengeance.
to Texas.
Right. It tastes so sweet, though.
I spent some time in Austin. It was pretty fun.
Well, I like Detroit. I've lived
Yeah,
a
me
lot of
too. I've been
places,
everywhere.
but
I always come home.
tend to come back here.
Yeah.
It just seems better people. I don't know. It's a magic place.
Yeah, I
Like
spent a year in
everybody. I was
Texas,
all over
Fort
the place,
Worthless.
and this is-
Fort Worthless.
Dude, I moved to California, Florida, Arizona, and I always ended up back here, man. It's just a comfort zone
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
It just feels right here.
And every place else sucks after a while. It just doesn't have the culture that Detroit has because it's so. I mean, musically, you can't beat this place. There's no fucking.
Amen. I totally agree.
Anywhere you go, you ain't gonna beat Detroit for music.
Yeah.
We went to Portland and Seattle and played, and there's a real good scene out there too. There's some really good bands, and they're all real tight.
A lot of
friends. They
talent.
all help each other out. They didn't know us from nobody, man. They said, "Come on out." They took care of us.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Really,
So-
I guess you got three places. You've got Austin for progressive or psychedelic or jazz or country, and then you got Nashville for bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Cover
then
bands, you
got-
mean?
Yeah, everybody's in Nashville now, so it sucks. So and then you got here, and there's really nowhere else.
See, the
Yeah.
point of this show is we want to make something for ourselves as well.
Yeah, but this is St. Clair Shores.
But we
This
want to
is not
showcase the
Detroit.
people around here.
Yeah, it's close enough.
So-
Right down the road.
Just give everybody one more voice for their music. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And,
that's great.
and,
You know what I mean?
uh,
That's what my mission is.
And if we're talking about promoting the Detroit rock scene, I like to make a little plug at this point for a website
Go ahead.
that
Please
I'm
do.
creating called rockindetroit.com. And it's going to be up probably in the beginning of 2022. We're going to launch it, and it's going to have a directory of bands and venues and a calendar of all the shows going on. It's going to have rock history. It's going to have online links for what's going on in Detroit. So it already has a link for your website.
Yeah, get us a link. We'll put it on every post.
It's just local stuff then, right?
It's
local to Michigan or whatever.
Yeah, it's however people self-identify as Detroit rock.
That's super cool, man.
Yeah, I really want to bring the community of musicians a little tighter. You know, everybody plays to other musicians in chairs lately. You know, you go to gigs and nobody shows up, man.
Yeah, there's other bands like watching. There's no fans, it seems like, these days.
Yeah, a lot of bands chasing not too many fans.
Yeah.
Because perhaps they don't know what's going on.
Right.
You know, if they, people, who's playing tonight? I don't know. Okay, let's stay at home and watch TV. But you can go to, rockingdetroit.com and see everybody's playing around and say, hey,
Yeah,
they
anybody
sound
listening,
interesting.
anybody
Here's
listening.
a link. I can check out their music.
Yeah.
Why don't we go and, check them out?
That's super cool idea, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, anybody listening can send us a link too, and we'll just post it on our Facebook every day or every weekend. You know, here's where the good shows are this
Cat
weekend.
up and put him there because he's really the star of the show. The cat is like just stealing
She is cool.
everyone.
Yeah, she's nice.
Olive, come here.
So, yeah, it's all about letting people know about the scene and making connections.
Yeah, that's
like how many punk bands are there out there? I mean,
7,000.
7,000?
I don't know, dude.
Who knows? I mean, nobody. See, my thought is nobody really knows these things. Like how many punk bands? Do we know the world of it, or we just know our little pocket?
Yeah.
And I want some central place where everybody's gonna come together.
That's what I want.
And there's no place on the internet. There are different book groups, and that's cool. But it's not. I say they don't have a calendar. This is going to have, history. It's going to be a repository. It's going to be an archive. It's going to be a reflection of the greatness of the past and the vibrancy of the future.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a beacon to the future, hopefully.
And what's the website again?
rockindetroit.com.
Awesome.
Did you hear that?
I'm sorry, one more time?
rockindetroit.com.
Is that ROKIN? DET?
Is there a G?
ROCKIN.
Yeah. Okay.
So you said it's launching first of the year? Or, around there, whatever?
Yeah, that's right.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, you'll have to give us a link, and we'll put it on every video if you want. It's
Damn
fun.
right.
Yeah.
Again, that's the goal, man. Promote.
Just build everybody up, man. Give everybody one extra out,
It just seems so hard to get asses in seats these days. Like, I don't... Hopefully your website will alleviate some of that struggle for the bands.
What's your guys' favorite bar to play recently, like around here?
Have you guys played any shows recently?
Have you played any? Yeah,
we
right.
played at the old Miami couple of
That
maybe
place is
about a
okay.
month ago. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the New Dodge.
Yeah, we actually,
I
as
love
a
that
matter
bar.
of fact, we have a show there. coming
Yeah,
up.
our next one.
Really?
December 18.
Yeah.
With Tony Paris and the Sugarburn, one of the greatest bands in existence of the world that people have never heard of, but they should.
I've never heard of them.
really
Yeah, they're
hear
great.
of them
Really?
because They're absolutely.
Are they local guys or?
No, it's
Yeah.
if you like Captain Beefheart or Gibby Haynes or any of the other really, really esoteric frontmen that just got it, this guy's one of them.
Really?
Yeah, he's.
And that's the gig at the New Dodge?
Mike Hart has got it from the God Bullies. It's like there's guys that's just got it, and
Do you think Tony's got it?
He's an attention grabber.
well, yeah, but
yeah.
it's
For
see,
show.
These guys are different because what they play is like a country and western folk acid psychedelic
Stomp. Mutant
freak out.
Mutant music.
I don't even.
Mutant
know.
Blue
How would you
Stomp is how they describe themselves.
I mean,
Mutant Stomp.
It's a unique style. Yeah.
and they only play like 3 times a year.
And you guys are playing with these guys at the New Dodge coming
Yeah.
up.
Well, they're friends,
December 18.
So
I'm gonna have to check this out.
Yeah,
Not for
me
you guys.
too.
I already seen you guys.
We play with them at Jack Fest, right?
Yeah.
they're really, really worth. Seriously, I had a couple of guys that are veteran punks that hardcore to the max. That showed up at a party we played at right around the 4th of July that had Rashida Tlaib showed up, and a bunch of people were there that are their friends. And this guy played, and I'm watching it, and by the time they were through, I was weeping openly without shame. I mean, I'd never seen anything like it. I can't describe it. It's not rock and roll, but then it is.
Rock, right? Yeah,
I mean,
that's me all day.
I can't describe. I just say to the 10s or 40s that are out there in TV land, come to our show.
Isn't it great when a moment like that happens?
December 18th at the New
It's
Dot.
so rare that you get like a musical moment like that. Like holy shit, these fuckers are amazing.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was weeping. I'm like, what the fuck, you know?
Unplug my guitar, just sell it. Like, okay, well, they nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the craziest part is that they don't give a fuck because they're all civil rights lawyers, and what they're doing is what's important to them. But at the same time, when
Gotta have a little fun.
This band, you really see how brilliant these guys are. It's scary. You know, the music is really
check 'em out.
fun. It's like, it's a blast. They're a blast. I think that show. I'm in fact, to be honest, not that I'm playing on this show at the New Dodge on the December 18th, New Dodge. I get to see him. I get to see him again.
So
know?
you actually more excited to see him than
My
to
last
play?
big one was Gogol Bordello. That was a big night for me because they're one of my favorites. But as
That
far
band-
as esoteric, bands go that like just blow your mind, I would say that Tony Paris and the Sugar Burn are one of those that like it just blows your fucking shit away.
I just got turned on to Go Bordello like a year or two ago.
Everybody
I'm like,
wear
holy
purple?
shit, dude. Just gypsy fucking punk, just
Oh,
amazing
bro,
shit, dude.
Yeah, you can't describe it. It was,
Yeah, it's all over the freaking place, man.
Never heard of them.
Dude,
Oh,
you need to check them out, dude.
They're like
When I get
Russian
that face, people go,
music,
oh.
doing what is it? Da, 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 da. You know what is it? What I'm thinking.
Alavetta, shunky, alavetta. Alavetta, shunky, obide.
Yeah. Yeah. Habanagila, yeah.
Yeah, Habanagila, that's it.
Habanagila on acid.
Yeah.
And
You're not wrong, man.
And the greatest band you've ever seen in your life. It's just great.
There was some other band I saw at the Garden Bowl. They sounded a lot like him. I cannot remember the name of the band for the life of me right now, so just skip me.
All right, we're going to take a little break, and then we'll be back with more Hydrogen Jukebox.
Lock your doors, close your windows, turn out your lights, for thrills and chills await you every Saturday afternoon at 2 on the
Detroit Cinema!
Stay with a friend. Say your prayers as grisly ghouls close in to seal your doom. You won't sit still as demons, mummies, and mysterious forces hunt down their victims and cause your blood to run cold from the terror you'll experience on
Detroit Cinema!
every Saturday at 2 p.m. right here on
Detroit Cinema! no time to call my attorney. Getting to work and the third degree. Lock me up, throw away the key. Slit my throat with a machete. And watch my blood turn into the sea. Turning red as it's frothing me. And feed it to the poor baby who played with matches when he was free. And he burned it down. Down to the ground.
That was quick.
You have to pee or something?
Well, anything else you guys want to
Do
promote?
you guys have any
push?
well, obviously you have New Dodge December 18th. Do you have any other CD releases, recordings coming out? Do you guys have any recordings?
We do have some recordings, except we're going to be making a whole bunch of additional ones sometime soon. You know, we're talking about. So a lot of the recordings we have were before Sean joined the band, and so I think we want to re-record some of that stuff because
You guys record yourselves?
Yeah, we've done it. You know, Tex has a lot of expertise in
Sound engineer.
Yeah, doing recordings, and so we've been doing self-recordings. But I mean, you know, having Sean in the band now adds this whole other dimension to our sound, and so we want our recordings to sound like we sound because it's going to be that much better. And so we're definitely going to be doing that.
Yeah, so right now we have a lot of stuff up on Bandcamp, and
Is Sean on this or not?
some of them.
Okay.
A couple of them. And the so the collection of music is called Demons and Demos. So it's hard really to know which is the demons and which are the demos. Some of them we're going to redo.
My girlfriend, Kitty Panaheda.
What?
We're promoting.
Is that her real name?
I'm like, you know, I'm thinking.
She sounds like a lovely lady.
Good thing to promote. You can promote my girlfriend. She's right there. You can just say, bring the camera over and look at my girlfriend.
Yeah, hang on. Let's do that right now. There you go, girl. Hey. Well, we want to thank you guys for coming in.
Hey,
thanks for giving us a great show.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, I've thoroughly loved the music. It was great.
Detroit State of Mind's where it's at.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
We just hope it's getting better every time.
Or it's getting worse. See what happens.
I like this idea.
That is cool.
Yeah, we need to get a placard for the bands every time.
We need name tags or like little name tags. Like, hi, my name is. My name
with
is...
the big hello on it and
Yeah.
everybody's name.
It's poo-poo.
Yeah, it just says turd.
All right, we'll see y'all next week. Thank you all for coming.
Thanks.
Bye.
Appreciate y'all.
I'm Dave, and he's Rich, and thanks for tuning in to the Detroit State of Mind podcast. Join us again next week for more shenanigans and probably a lot of fucking swear words. Good evening, sleep tight, don't let the fucking bed bugs bite, all that other good shit.
With the Detroit State of Mind podcast.
The Detroit State of Mind podcast.
Detroit State of Mind podcast. The Detroit State of Mind podcast.
Fuck
you.
I wish they'd play my band. I doubt it.
You.